Hey, good evening, everybody. It is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick hello and a quick shout out. And of course, wish our beloved America's team, New York Yankees, good luck tonight in the playoffs. I wanted to start tonight by recommending a book to you all that I read, and it got me thinking about some issues to talk to you about here. And the first one, the book's name is actually called Bite Me. I believe that Denise, one of our group members, told me to read this book. It's actually written by Allie Hilfiger. Allie is the daughter of Tommy Hilfiger, the clothing designer guy. So if you need to figure out how to spell her name, look up Tommy Hilfiger and you'll figure it out, because I can't spell it. But anyway, so this book called Bite Me by Allie Hilfiger is about Allie's struggle as a kid with, it turns out Lyme disease. And the thing that I thought was really interesting about the book was that she goes through and she talks a lot about the illness that she was feeling and the pains that she was going through. And she talks about some of the cognitive issues that she was having. And I got thinking about it because a lot of it sounds like some of the issues that you may be facing or your loved one may be facing when it comes to dealing with mental illness, number one. And it's not to say that, maybe your friend, your loved one doesn't have mental illness. Maybe they have Lyme disease. That's not the point. The point is that in this book, she lays out for you from childhood to adulthood what it was like living with a condition, a syndrome, disease that nobody else could see. And nobody could get their head around or get their hands and their heart around because it's invisible, right? And so much of what we struggle and deal with when we're talking about mental illness is exactly that. I mean, our society, we have a problem accepting the concept of mental illness and other things that we can't see, like chronic pain and these types of illnesses. We can't see them. They're not tangible to us. We can't get a diagnosis really quickly or readily about what this is. What are we dealing with here? We can't identify a cause. We don't know a lot about what causes mental illness or what causes chronic pain and these types of issues. We don't have a set prescription that we could just say, here, take this pill, take this antibiotic. It'll go away. It's not a virus. It's not a virus wouldn't be antibiotic, but you get my point. We can't wrap it up in a cast and hope that it heals. And we can't necessarily pin it down because mental illnesses change and they manifest themselves differently in all kinds of different people. So again, we really have a problem understanding things that we can't see, and therefore we want to dismiss it. We think people are faking things, or we think that people are being dramatic, and we say to people who are suffering from these illnesses or these diseases that, hey, suck it up. You're malingering. You're a hypochondriac. Anything that we ourselves can use to justify why a person is acting this way, why a person is in chronic pain, why a person is talking to themselves or responding to external stimuli. So we can't get around the idea that maybe there really is something going on. Instead, we say, suck it up. Suck it up. Get a grip on yourself. Pick yourself up by the bootstraps. And we all who work and deal in the mental health industry or struggling to figure out our way through it understand that this is not just as simple as picking oneself up by the bootstraps, right? So anyway, check out the book, Allie Hilfiger, Bite Me. It's a book that she wrote about her struggles with Lyme disease. And as you go through it, think about the struggles that some of your loved ones may be going through as they deal with with mental illness and their inability to really explain what's going on with them. I had one mother in a conversation we were having in a case conference recently, looked at me with tears pouring down her face. And she said to me, I wish my daughter had anything other than this illness. She said, I wish she had cancer. So it was something tangible that I could grab onto. And that was just so powerful. We want so badly for people in this society to take personal agency. That is, take responsibility and make themselves better, pick themselves up. And we ignore and we accept that there are just some things out there sometimes that we cannot just pick ourselves up. We cannot just empower. So this comes down to the concept of what we're here to talk about together. And this support, this community concept of, hey, there are things that we don't understand. There are illnesses out there that we struggle with. But when we take it out of the personal agency side of things and we say, let's address this as a community. Let's put together the support that this person may need. We need a community to help us. So this is the beginning of where we can start grassroots, right? We can start helping each other. We can work through issues in the setting such as this on Facebook or in one-to-many group sessions or one-to-one group sessions. So this is not trying to put everything on an individual. This is not necessarily about individual versus community. This is breaking it down, getting down to the compartmentalization of it and saying, hey, this is a rallying cry. And we're sick of being told to suck it up. We're sick of being told to pick ourselves up by the bootstraps. This is real. This is not going away. This is not diagnosable, or this is not just something that you could, get some penicillin is going to go away. So I guess what I'm trying to get at is this concept of calm and chaos and how we are starting a movement here of families empowering themselves, individuals empowering themselves to become educated, become stronger in and of themselves, and form communities and form strength and support groups that will help them to survive during the crisis and support each other and learn from each other during the calm. I was thinking about it in this regard. The time to buy a life jacket is now. We can't wait until we're being sucked out by the riptide and hope that the lifeguard could get to us and watches the lifeguard stands back helplessly and can't get to us because we're stuck in this riptide. We need our life jacket now. One mom said to me recently, I went through a lot of your courses and your course materials, and I went through one of your group trainings, and the problem was that I was in such a state of crisis at the time that I just couldn't absorb it. I couldn't take it all in. I couldn't learn as much from what you were saying as what you wanted me to. And now things are relatively calm here in my house. And my child seems to be doing pretty well. So I'm really taking this time to sit back and catch my breath and to regroup. And by the way, she also said, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. In other words, waiting for the next crisis to come. And I think that there's value in both sides of this. I think there's value in saying, yes, take some time, regroup, catch your breath, right? But at the same time, these moments of calm and the moments where you could gather a group of people together, and when you can get friends, family, support groups together to help you and to teach you and to give you support, it's the best time to start to learn and build that toolbox and strengthen, get yourself that life jacket, build up your arsenal of knowledge, of tools, of things that you can learn and things that you could use when the next crisis does come. Because we have to get proactive. We have to be ready. for when the next wave comes. We want to put our life jacket on now so that when that next wave comes, it doesn't wipe us out completely. But as I said, I understand the value, because we definitely want to balance this with self-care. Take those calm moments, take that deep breath, take that chance to relax. We can't let our loved one or the mental illness that a loved one has consume us. It can't define us. But when we're given moments of calm, we take these gifts, we strengthen our knowledge, we build our toolbox, because we can't just sit around and wait. We need that proactive. When we start to be in a constant state of reaction, everything we do becomes so significantly less impactful. It becomes significantly less efficient. So when we look at things like this, I also thought of the analogy in thinking about this talk tonight. I think about like a farmer who is, getting ready right now. Well, I guess it's a little late now in the year, but harvest time. This is harvest time, and the farmer's going out there and he's picking his fruit. But the farmer didn't. And by the way, harvest time is very chaotic for the farmer, right? We got to get the crops in or the fruit in before the frost, or else we lose everything. So it's also chaos, and there's a lot of, this is his moment of crisis as much as it could be his reward. But this is not the whole journey, is it? I mean, he had to start thinking about this last year at this time. He had to start thinking about turning over that soil. He had to think about letting Mother Nature come in and do what she does over the course of this fall, the winter, and the early spring, before he could turn the soil over again, get fertilizer in there, plant the seed. Then he's got to irrigate. He's got to water. He's got to use pesticides. He's got to prune. He's got to primp and prune the crop in order to get ready for this day of harvest. And just like that, we need to prepare in the moments of calm for the next crisis, if the crisis is going to occur. I mean, I had one person say to me, I just wish my son or daughter would get arrested, and so that way I know that they're safe in jail, at least for a night. And I'm thinking, safe, as if jail is a safe place. This is not the answer to these crises. The farmer doesn't just rush in and hope for the worst case scenario, right? He doesn't just rush in, grab all the leaves off the tree, every single piece of fruit, and pull the damn tree right out by the roots and all. No, he takes selections. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to go about the harvest, like we need to know about how to address these moments of crisis. We don't want to kill the plant. We don't want to kill the mosquito with the hatchet. We want to take our knowledge and our strengths and our support groups and the people that surround us, our support structures, like the people that are here online with us tonight. And thank you guys all for being here. Say hello to me, give me a shout out, and I'm happy that you guys are here. Address your needs. Learn in times of calm so that you're ready for the big moments of crisis that may or may not come along. In other words, get your life jacket now. And there's so many people that are waiting for all of you that are here tonight, and all of you that hear my voice, to help others to get their life jacket too. Hey, everybody, we need to help others get their life jacket. As you saw in our group the other day, Sarah managed to get 200 some odd people invited and interested in joining our group just by reaching out to people that she knows. And I really encourage you guys all to do the same thing. This group is here. It's full of wonderful people who are here to support each other and support you and support friends and family members that you may know that could benefit from us. I am putting myself out there as a resource for anybody who I can help, and I know that a lot of you guys want to do the same. So again, this video will be made available. I just wanted to take 15 minutes of your time and talk about some of these thoughts that I've been having, and I wanted to share with you all. And invite your friends to join us in this group. Let's keep this group growing. We're up to almost 200 people. I'm so happy and so proud of that. And we're going to keep growing. We're going to reach 1,000 people by this time next year, no doubt in my mind. So invite your friends, keep your life jacket on, And as for tonight, I hope you will all join me in rooting on our beloved New York Yankees. Good night, everybody. See you next time.